Whoa.
This already. Oh, fuck you.
Oh my God.
No.
That's crazy.
No.
Well,
What
this
the
is from
fuck?
4 years ago.
That was a roller coaster, some kind of contraption, like a ride, and like a tilt-a-whirl or some shit, and it just hit something, and everybody went flying out of it.
Just broke it to 8,000 pieces.
You couldn't pay me to get on one of those fucking things. I think you have to have a death wish to get on that. On some level, like I don't think you consciously want to die, but like something.
Or you just don't care if you do.
Yes, something in your subconscious is saying.
No, you just like to be scared. I don't know.
You just walk to the park like, I just want to feel something.
Yes.
I feel nothing. Maybe almost died will make me feel something finally. So let's give it a
It is
shot.
funny, walking through Coney Island, like when it's closed, you see all the workers, and it's like, I'm trusting my life with this fucking 18-year-old.
You're saying the Cinnabons are not working fast enough to kill you.
It was a bummer a few years ago. Oh, it's been a long time. It's been like 8 or 9 years ago. The last time I was on a roller coaster where I realized, oh, that's it. I'm too old. My brain cannot handle. You know what it is? It's not like what I can handle isn't the fear, like the loops or whatever. What I can't handle is just the constant shaking of my body. Like I get a headache. Like that's really all it is. It's not the intended effect that's bothering me. It's the unintended effect.
I get vertigo on that type of thing. Even when it's not, like even an elevator that goes very fast, up or down, I get that same feeling, like vertigo. So that really bothers me.
I don't mind that. That's the fun of it.
Vertigo is the fun of it? What?
Yeah, a roller coaster? Sure. That feeling in the pit of your stomach.
What park were you in when you realized you were too old for this?
This was at Coney Island, actually. It was at a bachelor party. And also, I was intoxicated. Maybe if I'm sober, it would be all right. But what's the fun of going sober?
It happened to me at Playland in Rye, New York. I went on one of those like swings where it like goes back and forth and then
over a cliff,
goes upside down.
Oh yeah.
Over a cliff. It's like a close. It kind of looks like a ship, but it goes all upside down. And when it stays upside down, it's like for like a couple of seconds. And I just remember like, oh God, I never want to do this again. I want to get off this thing.
They had that same one at Coney Island too. And that one was real bad because like part of it went over like, regular sidewalk. Like it was in the park, but when it would pendulum up one direction, it was over the street where people would walk and cars would go.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it was one of the first things I would see when I'd get to the park. Like, isn't it close to the entrance?
Yeah. It's
because I feel like I'd always walk up and my parents would be like, do you want to do that one? I'm nope. Not going to do that one. Still nope. Every year, just nope. Still not going to do that one.
I think I realized I was too old for this stuff when I was 6. Like I'm not getting on these fucking things. Yeah. I actually had a weird story that I may have told at some point in 12 years of doing this show, but I went on a date and one time a long time ago in my 20s probably. And this girl was like, oh, let's go hang out in Coney Island, So she wasn't from Brooklyn. So I was from Brooklyn and she's like, what's there to do in Brooklyn? I said, we go to Coney Island. Okay. We went to Coney Island. And we went inside the park where all the rides are. And then she's like, let's go on this ride. And it was like the littlest, it was kind of like a tilt-a-whirl, but a little bit more upside down. Like it was sort of, you were like 3/4 upside down when you would come around a certain curve or whatever. And it was all inside of one little area. It wasn't one of those big, like spiraling roller coasters. Just a little, like the size of, like 3 times the size of my bedroom maybe. And it just went on a track. Okay. And I went on it, and she's like, let's go. And I was like, I know this is bad. This is so bad. I can't do this. But I don't want to be a pussy. You know what I mean? And I'm on a first date with somebody. And I liked her a lot. And we had been talking on the phone a lot. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. Just not cry like a bitch and just do it. And I did it, and it got through like half the ride, and then it goes backwards, right? So we went through half the ride, and I was like this, like freaking the fuck out. And then we got to the half part where it stops, and then they go backwards. And I was like, I have to get off. Sorry. Like the biggest loser. I just got up out of the seat.
While the ride was activated?
No. But they stopped it to make it go backwards. So there was like a 30-second pause before it goes backwards.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to get off.
I got off. The guy said the same thing you just said. No, the guy just said the same thing you just said. The guy operating it said, you're not supposed to get off. Like, you have to finish. And I was like, I'm not finishing. I'll just climb out if you don't let me out. The guy was like, what a dipshit. And worse, we were at like the top part of the ride, like where it was the farthest from the exit. That's where my car happened to stall out. And I just got to lift the bar. The guy lifted the bar, and I crawled out like the biggest fucking lame ass loser, and just climbed all the way down this ride to the bottom and slinked away.
Wow.
Was that the end of the date, or
no? She finished the ride and went backwards, got off the ride, and she got off, and then she came up to me, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like such a dickhead." And she was like, "Nah, it's okay." You know, she was very nice, but I feel like she felt like I was a dickhead and just wasn't saying it.
So was there a second date, or was that it?
I think we hung out again and went to a diner or something, but it just wasn't like, I feel like that ruined any chemistry. Partly because of, maybe all because of me. Like, I was so embarrassed. She didn't really indicate to me that she was like angry or
offended.
Thought I was, but I think I felt it too much to deal with her anymore. Probably.